What's up, bro? So, I just got done learning the laws of whoa. I just got done learning the law of divine oneness. I think it took me like 2 to 3 weeks to really understand it. Um, I feel as though that I understand it now. I know how to bring it into my life. I know how to push it out through action. Um, so yeah, I got done reading this book, completely finished it. I read it and it was very knowledgeable. It taught me a lot about divine oneness. It taught me a lot about how we are all connected, you know, and how we all have like God within us. And that's how we're all connected because we're all creations of God. And since we're all creations of God, we are all connected. It's like how a mother, when she births, when two parents, when a mother and a father have a child, that child is now connected to both the mother and the father, right? Now, if they have another kid, they are now connected through the mother and the father. That's the same way how God connects us. God created us the same way how a mother and a father creates a baby. And we're all connected like how a brother is connected to his brother, or a sister is connected to her sister, or a brother is connected to his sister, you know? Uh, so yeah. And I also listened to this audiobook right here. And this one kind of helped me learn how to bring divine oneness into my life. Like it taught me how to like not only know what divine oneness is, but also act it out throughout my life. Like things to do to further, I don't know, feel connected to this law of the universe. Got my notes here. I'm ready to read them to y'all. So, divine oneness is the first law of the universe that I learned. This law is the concept that everything is the concept and the realization that everything is connected from the people from the people around you to those you know, to those you don't know, to those whom you'll never meet, to those who have already passed. And it doesn't end with just us. It doesn't start and end with us. It's not just where the humans are all connected and everything else is separated from us. No, it goes deeper, from like the sun to the moon to the trees, ocean, wind, animals. We are all connected according to this law. It's important to know this because it helps us further lead with love and gain and keep deep appreciation for everything. It also helps us um, remove division from our lives. There is no us versus them, you versus me. There is nothing like that. We are all one. How we can bring this law into action is by volunteering for local organizations that help heal the world, such as like organizations for children, animals, homeless, mental health, global warming, and more. Stuff like that, you know? Um, Also, spend time in nature. I really recommend this one. Spend time in nature and feel the connection and feel the unison between you and Mother Earth. Oh, you could also learn about different, what's the word? Learn about different traditions, different, why am I blinking? There's a word I'm looking for. different, like, what's the word? Different heritages. Learn about different heritages, learn about different traditions, learn about different things, and learn about different cultures. That's the word I'm looking for. Learn about different cultures and understand cultures in all aspect, like, you know, stuff like that, like cultures in India to Africa to Australia to England to America. Just learn different cultures, you know. Um, and I think the biggest thing that you can do, in my personal opinion, is be more intentional with how you treat everything, from the people at work to ants on the ground to the trees around you. Treat everything as an extension of yourself and treat it with kindness, love, and compassion. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing that you can do to really be connected to divine oneness and and further connect to it and further bring this law of the universe into your life. Um, I would say the benefits of this law would be, not only do you bring a positive impact to everything around you, you also bring a positive impact to yourself. You feel more at peace. You feel like you have a purpose. Um, what else? You feel more like just happiness, but like pure happiness. Like, I feel like when I say that, people go to like external things to make you happy. At least that's what I would do. Um, if I didn't know anything about this and I was hearing myself talk, that's the first thing that I would think of is, oh, me happy. All right, well now I just got a new game. That's what makes me happy, you know? Or like, oh, me happy, I got a car. I'm lit, you know? Or me happy, I just got I just got some food. Or me happy going out with friends. Or even me happy going out in the middle of nature meditating, you know? No, it's none of that. It's really just happiness within. You feel happy within for essentially no reason. You just feel happiness. You feel good. And you don't need something external to make you feel good. You just constantly feel good. And then you also feel good because you're also doing good, you know? People who people who rescue animals, focus on global warming, try to find cures for cancer, they feel good inside knowing that they're doing something more positive and more impactful than just them. And that can carry on into everyday life. Um, I don't know if I said this already, but you also feel more at peace. It helps you really just, it's the same thing with the happiness. You don't feel peace due to external things. Like you don't feel peace due to, like I said, sitting in nature or listening to music or reading or um just spending time alone. Like, you feel peace no matter what, you know? And I feel like that's really important. I would say key things to remember is to be more mindful. Ooh, I don't want to increase my thing. To be more mindful with what you consume. Um, when you consume negativity, negativity comes into your life. So if you're watching drama shows, if you're watching shows where people are fighting all the time, cute, pure example, baddies. If you're just watching baddies all the time, that energy from baddies can come into your life, and now you want to fight everybody. Now you're arguing with people. Now you're in drama all the time. You know, negativity brings negativity. Negativity is attracted to negativity. Whereas positivity if you're watching, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something positive. If you're watching, like, I don't know, an intellectual documentary, that intellect will bring more positivity into your life, you know? If you're watching if you're listening to healing frequencies, that positive energy is going to come into your life. Negativity is attracted to negativity. Positivity is attracted to positivity. I would also say be more mindful with your energy. Uh, don't come with everything with a negative energy, you know? Like I said, negative energy brings negative energy, positive energy brings positive energy. So be more mindful with your energy and try to always, even though it's going to be hard, we're not perfect, we're not superhuman, you know? We're not Superman and Wonder Woman, we're humans. And there's going to be times where we're going to feel bad, we're going to feel negative at some times. But it's important to try to always move with positivity, and yeah, be mindful of that energy. I would also say reduce separation from anything and everything, and embrace unity with everything with anything and everything. I would also say practice gratitude and forgiveness. Both are very important for this law. Um, because when you don't practice gratitude for what you have, it's like I shouldn't have to explain why that's negative. You know, you should always be grateful for what you have, no matter what you have. If you have, well, like I said, I'm grateful for like I said in the previous video. I try to be grateful for my clothes, my game, my phone, things that I use every day and I overlook. You know, things that are invisible, but if they're gone, it's like whoa. You feel me? Like a charger. Your charger is invisible until you need it. So it's important to be grateful for your charger even when you don't need it. You get what I'm saying? And also forgiveness, because forgiveness um helps us get rid of separation. If you do me wrong and I hold a grudge against you, it's like that's further separating us when we all need to be, what's the word, in unison. We all need to be in unity. And again, I shouldn't have to explain why that's important. I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. Um, but yeah, practice gratitude and forgiveness whenever and as frequently as you need. Um, and yeah, that's everything I learned about divine oneness. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna learn about the 12 laws of the universe first and then enact them into my life. Don't quote me on that. I might just, fuck it. I learned about divine oneness. I know how to treat things. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I take that back. I take that back. As I learn them, I will enact them into my life. I've already started enacting this into my life as I was learning it. Um, I started like really being more, what's the word, understanding with everything, and try to be more positive with everything. Even if something comes at me with negativity, what I try to do is I try to just observe it, see that it's negative, and give it no energy. And then not only that, focus on any positivity I can think of. And if I can't think of positivity, what I'll do is I'll just meditate, listen to positive frequencies like 528 hertz, 777 hertz, stuff like that. You feel me? Just positive energy. Um, there's this woman called Deanna Lopez, and she plays the guitar, and she like oh my goodness, it's beautiful. You feel what I'm saying? Everything about what she does is beautiful, and I genuinely enjoy it, and it helps me stay positive. Um, but yeah, and I would say the first time I realized this, like my personal experience, the first time I realized this, I told y'all this in a previous video with the mushrooms and stuff. So like I was like I said, I was taking a trip and I was outside, and then after I don't know if you ever try mushrooms and you're spiritual, most of the time you're gonna want to be outside. That's just me personally, and that's my experience, but I would think most people would want to be outside. So I was outside, I was in the sun, and I was like, damn, this is amazing. Like I was looking at the trees, I was paying attention to the grass, I was paying attention to the flies that were around, all the insects that were around me, from the bees to the ants to the ladybugs to the flies, like everything, you know, to the cars that were passing, the people, like my neighbors, stray cats that were passing by. You feel what I'm saying? The wind, you know, the smell of fresh air. It was like I was just paying attention to all of it and just being grateful for all of it and just feeding off of that positive energy and bringing it in, you know, really taking it in and bringing it in. And then um I once I went back into my room to lay down, I was thinking, I was like, damn, if God is inside of me, that means I'm the sun. It was weird. I was like, damn, I'm actually the sun. But I'm not just the sun. I'm also the trees that I saw. I'm also connected to I'm also the neighbors. I'm God. You're God. We're God. Everything is God. Collectively, we are God. You feel what I'm saying? And I was just realizing this. I was like, whoa, 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 this is wild. Everything is gonna I'm thinking it's me and it ends with me. It like this is my physical body, and anything outside of this physical body is a isn't me. It's just something else. You know what I'm saying? But on that trip I realized no, it doesn't end with this physical body. It goes throughout the entire universe. You feel me? So yeah, that was my personal experience with divine oneness, and I hope this video was very knowledgeable. Um, yeah, and like I said, just documenting my spiritual journey. I think the next one that I'm going to, excuse me, the next law of the universe that I'm going to learn is, excuse me, I'm trying to find it. Uh, mm, hmm. I'd say the next law of the universe that I'm going to learn is the law of vibration. I have no prior knowledge. Actually, I have a little bit of knowledge of this. I know everything is vibration and frequencies, but that's about it. Um, and that's where my knowledge starts and ends. That's it. So I will be learning about that and get back to y'all.